Hello everyone, if you've just seen the stream, I am just getting set up. Let's do... Just making sure I post this absolutely everywhere like normal. Ooh. That moment where I accidentally post it in the wrong section, I'm just like, oops. Hey, average. Okay, super good. I don't know whether the music's audible. If not, it's fine. I'm just trying to sort of set up how I want things here, and then we'll go from there. Is there still room for Mew Mew merch? I think there should be, hopefully. Let's see. What I need to do here is try and link up Snowdin to Waterfall. My idea is to get that done hopefully today, and then we should be good. So we'll do Snowdin link here, and then collection. Where is it? Trying to figure this out now because there's like certain things I just have to. There we go. If I just append that. Where did this all move to now? All the way over there? Hang on, that's wrong. Where's... there we go. Waterfall is like halfway through the beginning. Is that all? I think that's all of the link for Waterfall here? Yeah, it is. If I grab all of that, and I just go, bam. Right, the idea was that I can then just like link all of this, and then work around it. So really, all this stuff needs to be basically at the other end of Snowdin. So we've got the area with the water at the back here. I still want to kind of keep that. I just want the start to be a little bit different. And then we've got Papyrus's house. I reckon I need a big enough sort of area. So about there is probably good in terms of like enough room. Especially because of the obvious stuff that happens with the town in terms of like the fight with Papyrus. I just need that to be kind of like this. I think. Let's just take a look at this and see what's going on. It's probably going to also run my frame rate down a little bit, I imagine. Yeah, we're now getting like 20 there. Because of all the effects and everything, but it's not going to be too bad. I just noticed some of the lights in there have volumetrics on them when they're not meant to. You can see them all there. That moment where I'm basically telling everybody flat out where my tricks are here. I'm like, so anyway, just have volumetrics be affected by these. It's all good. Hey Joel, how you doing? So what I need to do here is take all the volumetrics off. so many lights for this one area. Okay, that's a bit... Oh, kind of like... Hey, Damon! My day's been going great. I've just been looking after the little one, so... Had a very nice time. What the heck is that? Oh, I see. It's the platform in the back. I, like, push that there. So now this is the beginning of... We're almost there. We're almost there. I'm so happy about this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of that effect there. Because that'll bring my my frame rate up. And the thing is, though, I'm rendering all of Waterfall and then this. So, you can understand why it's a bit crazy. With this, I can get rid of that. And we can get rid of volume metrics. In fact, here, that's not needed because, if I remember rightly, I'm going to be doing a trick there anyway to make it look as though it goes further. But yeah, we got Waterfall in here now. Now, I was up to this part previously. It just didn't connect properly to Snowdin. Now, the idea is we connect this to Snowdin, we get it all set up so it's all one level. And then we're good after that. So I need to model the geometry for Snowdin's platform and then just start populating it with scenery. That's what I've been after for quite a long time now. I also want some icicles on this this setup here. The idea is that I put like this giant... Hey, memes! The idea I put this giant structure around the cave just to help a little bit. If I do that, then what we can do is we can have it from this angle looking out, and I can push it over a little bit, and we can have like ice forming on there or whatever. Like, it looks a little bit better like that. And then we'll just, build up around the outside. I want to try and give that as much room as possible. There we go, that's not too bad. Just do that. Push it back a bit. And then from there we can have the river flow into there. The funniest part of this is I think there's actually 2 segments there. Or it looked like 2 segments of water, but there wasn't. So I need to... I'm going to make this incremental 3 just in case I have any problems. But yeah, with Snowdin Town, I love the way I'm actually spoiling that there for a moment. With Snowdin Town, I'm thinking of having the buildings just laid out on either side just a little bit differently. Just so that gives it a little bit more visual variety, so... Because I didn't want just everything on the same road. Which is what a couple of other creators have done as well. I feel like... When's the next trailer? When everything is done. As in, when I've got all of the level things done and when I'm not talking about making, new scenes. So basically after I've done the connecting bridge. I had to artificially extend this rope bridge the other day. I was like, go on, I'll put a rope bridge in, and then I had to extend it using arrays. It looks funny, and then I had to bend it as well, so now I'm up to this bit here of trying to make sure this all works. Because I still need it to look kind of like that, the idea that a waterfall comes in here and then goes all the way down. Oh. That reminds me, there was another bit that there we go, that was what I needed to get rid of. The geometry underneath that was totally ruining everything the last time. And then I can go to new geometry here and just go from there. Close all that, put that in there. New geometry for the new stuff. and then we just build off of this and make it look okay. I got an appointment with my therapist. As memes, are you saying that just because of you know the joke about the other stuff, or I don't know whether I'm being I'm being bad here by accident by being like, wait a minute. Like, seriously, I was like, have I said something terrible now? Because of that. Oh my god. Not at all. Oh, thank God. I was like, oh my god, I've said something in poor taste. That's not good. Bad Dave. Oh my god. I thought I'd just bring that up in case I randomly vanish this memes. That's fair. But it would be fun. No! No, it wouldn't. I'd just be like, oh no. So I need to select the screenshot file that I've got here, because I need to have all of this placed before I really do the platform. Because the platform should be like the last thing to do, so I can get all the details in place how I want. So, with the previous version, I had a bunch of houses that were just randomly scattered around. I think I'm going to do that kinda again. So we'll kind of keep the official sort of thing going here, where there's like Grillby's over here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another sort of house set slightly back across the road here. The idea being that like when we get to here, we'll have like the signage, and then the inn and the shop over here. And then we'll have like another house, and I'll just try and scatter houses around the place to make it look more interesting. I still want this crossroad here, so because of that crossroad, we can then sort of place this house. But the whole problem now is like making sure that all of these trees are in the correct places, and it's probably gonna lag like mad because of the nodes. Hang on, if I do this. So the idea is that I can like take the nodes, drag those around. And then we can just do this, so then we start getting like a nice sort of natural look to everything. Because if I do it on this side first to kind of get the scale of it, and just how I want, then it's not too bad. So we got that there, and then we got the extra trees here. Then we got a set there that I need to do, so we'll do all of this in this node group. I figure behind Grillby's there's at least like 1 or 2 buildings, but I also do want the trees behind as well, so we'll do that, because I don't think Grillby's ideally would have like buildings right behind it like that, because then you'd have to walk out from behind there, unless it's like you have a path there that goes down here, but then that blocks that, so it's like, If I go behind Grillby's and then we just go from there and see what happens. Hope everybody else's day's been going fine at the moment, by the way. I chilled out, looked after the little one, and now I'm just like, I could have done a stream. I could have done either Astros or another game. But I was like, you know what, I'll just get this done because I'm so like into getting this finished at the moment. Oh. Which is crazy, because I'm essentially denying myself a little bit of fun. Now play SA2. What was funny was getting surprised by Sonic Gen's X Shadow, But the missus is currently playing that as well. But yeah, the whole thing is, it's like, I do want to play other stuff, but I just actually want to complete this, because if I don't, it's gonna just annoy me. So I'm just gonna have to do it and like forfeit having fun for a while. I love the way I say that as if this entire process isn't fun, but I think it's more just the whole thing of it's like, dude, I just don't want to get distracted. Like, any distractions just annoy me. Like, I'm getting to the point where, like, I really am getting fed up with all the little distractions. It's why I didn't stream development on Snowdin till, like, the very end, almost. Mine's been good, just sniping bids off eBay. That's fair. But yeah, no, in all seriousness, I'm absolutely hating distractions at the moment, to the point where it's like, anything will just... I'm just like, nah, I'll just go off stream and do it then, because I can concentrate more, you know? The problem is, it's like, I also need to keep up the YouTube side of things. It's like, I'm just gonna have to, like, do 1 or 2 streams every now and again. It isn't looking too bad at the moment. I think maybe grill base should be set forward a little bit, so if I bring back the tree there. Everyone couldn't distract Dave. No. I don't want to just, like... I should cut back on, say, gifts. Like, I don't mind people messing, but the thing is, like... You gotta understand it from this point. Like, I've been working on this project for ages, and I really just, like, want to get to the animation bit as quickly as possible, because when I get to that, I can kind of relax and just be like, look, it's all on me. And at the moment, I'm just, like, stressing out like mad, because essentially, if it gets to, like, next year, which I think it will, then I'll have worked on this entire update for, like, a year. No, which is stupid, considering, like, when you think about it, like, the last update was in February, and the amount of work I've put into this one update is just nuts. And then it's like, oh yeah, so I'll drop an update when I've worked on it for like a year. It's crazy. But yeah, I'm hoping when this comes out that all this effort will be worth it. What we'll do is we'll put this... That's gonna have to be changed. If I do that... Honestly, it's amazing. If it helps not to stream, I would say do whatever. Focus. Did you play the new Five Nights game? No, I did not. I did not. Not yet, anyway. Like, the last one I played was Security Breach, I think. What I'm thinking here is that, like, the houses are probably stacked a little bit more naturally. So, like with this, instead of facing this way because of the sprites, what about if we do this instead? How's your day been going? I've just been relaxing and looking after the little one. So yeah, it's been fun. The little one was brilliant. We were just sat there watching like Disney Channel basically for most of the day. So that was great. I know I don't make it sound like the most amazing thing ever, but it's partly because I'm just sat here like, dude, I need to get these houses placed. Oh, it's so nuts. I put that like there, maybe? That moment where you can tell I'm just like trying to get in the zone here. It's just like, dude, I'm just gonna place these houses. I think that kind of looks alright. Especially because there's like 3 over there anyway. Let's see what happens if I just like surround them with trees. Do 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 do. Have you been anywhere, Alvin? Do 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 do. And yes, I am playing the Deltarune soundtrack because I was like, yeah, go on, I'll play Deltarune. That's one thing I wanted to stream again because of the news about the new chapters coming out like this coming year. I'm sat there going, you know what? I could do a run of chapter 1 and 2 again and just really enjoy myself. That would be fun, but so much stuff I want to stream at the moment. You're right, Legend. I think that's alright for that though, right? Because then we've got this kind of like small area with all this in. Game theory, like Alvin's cool. I like Alvin. Okay, so then we need to go around the back here. Honestly, I can't wait for some sense of normalcy, you know, when I'm done with all of this and I can just like mingle with everybody. Because I've been missing out on that for so long, just being like, you know what, I'll mingle with people, and it's like, oh no, I need to get this stuff done. It's been driving me absolutely insane. It's another reason why I'm like, dude, I just need to focus and get stuff done, but I also need to just like keep up the YouTube side of things a little bit. It's oh no. Okay. That actually doesn't look too bad for like just one area. I just love how many trees are in here, and the fact that the trees are kind of different sizes. I do have, funny enough, an actual larger tree model, but which has longer stumps, you know, like or trunks, but I've just not bothered using it on this version. It just kind of looks nice like that. My cat is on my keyboard and typing, says Alvin. Oh no. I love the way in here as well it blends the environment together with like the background scenery because we've got like this going on, and then that comes out this way, and then goes up, and then we've got some like cliff or something. Mr. Dave, I have good news. I think about how the Minecraft movie is going to end. Oh no. What I might do here is like just copy these and place them around just a little bit here and there. We'll try and do this. We've got the library that has 3, right? So if we do like that. Wait, a Minecraft movie? Yeah, Damon, it's the one with Jack Black in it. Let's try that. See if that works. So, we go into Snowdin, we can see the exit there. I have proof in the Undernet Discord because I made a game theory place, so probably every 3 weeks I make a game theory, that's fair. I am Steve, says memes. So here we go, let's see how this looks now. So we got a house over here. We got the inn over there. I'm sure I've seen it before, but my brain blocked it out. It's that horrible. Yeah, the live action Minecraft doesn't look too good. We've got all this over here. We've got grill bees. We've got a bunch of houses here. I might put some houses in the background as well, because otherwise they're all in a row and it kind of looks funky. Because we got that there set up like that, right? Maybe you take that one out and then put another one, like, or another couple around the back, you know, like this. But face them the opposite direction. Hang on. Let's take that one out. If I take all of these like this, and just duplicate linked, and then we just go 180. And I put them like somewhere around here, like this, maybe? Actually, a little bit more forwards might do, like there. Because then I can put, like, some trees in between and then have them there. Let's see how this looks. I'm gonna have to see how this looks, because unofficial kind of looks a bit funky to me. Because, like, I'm used to all of this being in a straight line, and it's doing my head in, because I'm just like, dude, I can maybe fit some stuff in there, or maybe not, you know. Like, look at how much stuff I've gone back on already, where I'm like, not so sure about that. I'm just gonna delete all of these, because it's not official. But the official one looks just bad, because it's in a straight row. So it doesn't look good at all. Maybe I do, like, just that, like, 2 houses this side, and then just have the rest with like, tree. I don't think it'll be too bad if I do that, and put, like, a house at the end there. And then that way is towards the water, because then it's... At least it's not too cluttered, because too cluttered is bad. Maybe the street is too wide since there's no road. Potentially, I'm just, like, trying to get a feel for how wide I should have it, you know. Because there's that, I think you are right, and that the street is way too wide. Let me find Frisk. Here we go, we got Frisk on the bridge. Oh. Let's see. Oh my god, why is Frisk so tiny? I've scaled those up unless do... Are they scaled tutorial or what? Oh my god, seriously? Like, what is the scaling with this? I swear I scaled all of these down. Dude, what? This is gonna dramatically change Snowdin again. What is going on here? Frisk is like a midget right now, and I don't even mean that offensively. It's just like... I don't know what's going on. Hang on. Well, let's get rid of that and that for the sake of it. Frisk is a hobbit. Yeah. Pretty much. Like, oh my god, look at that. The funniest part about this is I swear I actually scaled this previously. I'm gonna have to scale all these houses down now, which means might as well delete them all, apart from the legit ones. So, like, for instance, all these. And then we'll just go from there. This is just embarrassing. Right, I feel like that's okay for... Because you gotta remember, there's monsters in here as well that are slightly taller. So maybe, like... The problem is making it monster scale and not Frisk scale. No, because Frisk's just a visitor here. Technically, that isn't too bad for the doorway. So when we join Undernet Discord, we can get 50% off Immersiontale merch. Oh, totally, Alvin. Totally. Yeah, does everybody think that's right now for the smallest house? Like, if we do that, does that look okay for Frisk? Because of the whole thing of monsters are going to be here? Because Toriel's like the scale of that, if I remember rightly. Hang on, let's find where she is. Toriel, where you at? That honestly looks too small. Let's see. It's just a case of getting it just the right scale. Yeah, I think you're right, because now Toriel can only just... She's doing like a Gandalf there. Maybe because of how huge the door is. Potentially, the problem is it's like that in-game as well. Maybe I just keep it like that, just because of how it is, and then we go from there, because, like... Let's see what else we got, because that kind of looks okay for a scale at the moment. This, on the other hand, this is just egregious. Like, that's terrible in terms of scaling. It's like, Toriel's a pretty big monster, so the idea is that she needs to really fit in, like, a doorway like this and pretty much almost be touching the roof. That looks a little bit better now in terms of scaling. But I know the problem with that is that, like, Frisk is basically... We're gonna estimate it, like, about 4 feet tall or something. And the entire door maybe like 7. So it's not... It doesn't look as bad, though. Oh, forgot that's that side. Maybe it'll look better when we've got everything else in place. Like, I just need to make sure that every other building is scaled now. Like with Grillby's here. Yeah, Grillby's needs to be scaled. This is the only problem when scaling everything, because I had this problem with, I think it was, the core. Because I scaled everything massively. There we go. You got this, Mr. Dave. Thank you very much, Alvin. Like, the whole point of this today is to get all of this sorted so that it can be all done and I can just, like, take some time off and be crazy. Start with a path, because it might help the scale of the buildings. The thing is, it's like, the problem is I need to scale the buildings first, then maybe do the path, but the trees as well are something that really affects the scale of everything as well. Because the scale of the entire area is, like, pretty nuts. Can I voice the snow, says Alvin. No! No! Let's try and scale that just a little bit. I want to try and see if, by doing this... Okay, that's reasonable. I want to voice the wind, says Damon. The only thing that really needs to be done now is Papyrus's and the jail. I think that one is pretty good, because when you look at it, she's got to stand there, so that's okay. Now, is that connected to that one? Okay, there we go. That looks more natural. Yeah, the problem with doing scaling, or rather doing modeling, is, like, with a lot of this stuff, I was just winging it when I was modeling it. So the problem with that now is, like, it's slightly out of whack in terms of scale. Because you can easily do models without scaling. The problem is then when you have to actually scale something. Oh. It's just nuts. The funniest part about all these as well, like with the wiring and everything, was getting them done in such a way that they looked good. Because other people will, like, model this, and some people won't bother to actually do what I've done, which is inset everything. And what it essentially is like, I wanted to make it look more natural, because other people will just, like, not bother doing that, and then they'll have, like, a frame that sticks out, like, 1,000,000 miles from the wall or whatever. It doesn't look natural. So instead, I just cut holes into the actual building that were the right size for the doors and everything, and then just, like, deleted those sections so that basically I could inset everything and it just looked natural. But if you don't do that, it just looks pretty crazy. It happens in video games where cars and stuff are half the size because they didn't have any reference. Yeah, the thing is, like, I used to reference a load of stuff ages ago. Like, when I started doing Halo modding, they actually give you, like, a size reference that you could use, which was, like, the Master Chief model. And I was trying to do that with all the other stuff. But the problem is with, like, some of the buildings, I was basically just winging it and basically, like, okay, so I'll just estimate the size, and clearly it's been not correct. So now I gotta kind of correct it and be like, oops. Right, this is Grillby's, so we'll leave Grillby's roughly about here. There's the library. So this is the thing now with the map is trying to get it just the right scale, having everybody the right size, and then of course I've got to unhide the tree line. And we've got to figure out from here like how big this is, and then we can work off how big town is. So like for instance we do cube here. We're going to put a cube down so we can get something underfoot. Oh crap. And then we're just going to go from there and see how big everything is. And work back from there. So if we put that down, I'm going to go grayscale as well for this. Okay, so if we do roughly... Come on, give me... There we go. If we work from that, and I go grayscale, I'm not going to be the correct scale compared to Frisk. But we can at least get some sort of an idea. There we go. If I walk on the... Yeah, there. We can get some sort of scale compared to Frisk. So yeah, I think that is going to be a bit too big for the width. I think maybe a bit tinier, but not too much. I got MTT tools to work so I can finally use PMX. Nice. I remember hearing all the guns for Halo are modeled for Spartan's hands, and that's why the humans have huge guns. No, it's like, what would happen is when modding Halo, there was a distributed model of the Chief that was correct to scale, and everybody would just use that. Now, for years I was doing that for a lot of my work, but the problem is, like, some of it doesn't account for, like, first-person models, because somebody would make, like, a first-person model and it would look either gigantic or super small, so you've got to kind of, like, tweak it all the time. Like with Frisk here now. That's not too bad. I reckon with this, we make it roughly about here, so we bring it in just a little bit, so the road's a little bit more narrow. And then we kind of maybe close the gap a little bit. I'm not too sure about closing the gap on the trees just at the moment. But I definitely think I don't have it that big, so like maybe we scale Snowdin back a little bit and make it feel kind of small and cozy. Oh, I love this one. The track's really good. But yeah, if we make it like small and cozy, I think going for that will work. I love Don't Forget, the original one from Chapter 1. So good. I can hear Mr. Wolf knocking on the door and be like, so anyway, copyright strike. Like, excuse me? So if I do that... I don't think that'll be too bad if I do that from there. I can finally make avatars. I'll make 1,000 different frisks. Don't go too crazy. What I'm going to do is move this tree line a little bit. I feel like I moved that there. And then put the sign there. And then we can have Grillby's be a bit closer. Same with the library. If we move all this a little bit closer. Oh, come on. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Gonna have 50-foot cutouts of Frisk. Right, so if I do this, I scale everything back just a little bit. What we can do is we can scale back on some of this too. Hey, Classic! Tomorrow's my birthday. How's your day going? It's going great, Classic! Nice to see you again, by the way. So now I think what we'll do is for this, I'm gonna see how this looks if I just go along here like this. Because of how it is. We just go to like there. We do this, right? And that's normally how Snowdin looks from over there. We just do. I honestly don't think that'll look that bad, and I can kind of break that in, like, and connect it with the beginning. Memes. Because, like, when you look at that, that kind of looks like the beginning of the level, because the beginning of the level, if we go, where is it? All the way back here, just real quick. Just ignore the floating scenery a minute. All this down here I've like faked to look like the forest just goes on and on and on, but when you look back here, this is where it starts. You notice the trees on either side are kind of the same. So if I make it basically look like that again, down at the town, that's not going to be too bad. Oh, I don't think. Looks like the Blitz with the camera. But yeah, no, if I do it like this and then have the tree line in the background to kind of make it look as though it's going on and on and on when it's not, and then just populate it with stuff, I honestly don't think it's going to be that bad. I actually really like how this looks at the moment as well. Like, you can see all the tree lines and everything and where everything is, and clearly make out what it's supposed to be. Looking real nice, even in grayscale. Makes it look really alive. All the scenery and like the snow and everything makes it look great. God damn it, Damon. But we can also, what we can do to make this better is do something like this where we can deliberately make that look as though it's slightly turning a little bit. That way it doesn't look as uniform. Gives it a little bit more space. Alvin. So now that everything's kind of to scale and we can mess around with it, I know I need one of those houses behind Grillby's. So I'm going to put it roughly about there. We'll just do this with it again. I'm going to make it just look snug and cozy. We won't do too many houses in Snowdin, but just enough. That moment, I'll just show for like a quick from there. That's with all the lights and everything on. I mean, but I need to add like the light effects and everything. It looks really cool though. It's going to look better when it's lit properly. Oh, here's Queen. Let's do... Oh. You're going to make over 9,000 houses. No. You should stream Sonic Eggs on Toes when you finish loading it. No! I think I'm gonna have another house, maybe on this side near Ice Wolf's place. Although no, there's 3 houses, right? Maybe if I put that one there. If I want this to be a little bit more natural, right? So like, the problem I'm having at the moment is that part of it does not look natural because the way the houses are. Oh my god, I love this music! Seriously, Chapter 2's music is so good. I can't wait for Chapter 3 and 4. Well, the rest of Deltarune, basically. I reckon if I put that house there, it won't be too bad. Do, 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 do. Yeah, if I put that like there, maybe. And then we put the river behind. Let's see how this looks at the moment. Like if I just test this. Can't wait for chapter 1987. Oh. Do, 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 do. Yeah, in all seriousness, like practically everybody else that plays, I honestly can't wait. It's gonna be so good. Do 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 do. If it's anything like chapter 2, I'm gonna be really happy. I found some mecha games on Sony PlayStation. Cybattler. Oh, nice. Spirits of Xeon, yes. There's some really good games on PlayStation that are mecha related. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Hey Sky, how you doing? I know there's like way more trees in the official version of Snowdin, but we're kind of getting there. Doing good, you? I'm doing good. Just trying to get some stuff done. I think I might bring the trees back there a little bit. I just need to move Papyrus's building over there a little bit, just so we can do that, and then we can go. That moment where the library is just surrounded by trees here. They did some foresting. But yeah, at least now that kind of looks a little bit better scale-wise. I just need to like maybe drag that in a little bit. We can have some taller trees and some small ones. The good thing is, because all this is like randomly generated for me, I can just decide like roughly where about I want these. And then I love the way that was like partial English there from me, because my brain is just like giving out on me today at the moment. Like no joke, I've been up since when, Jen? Maybe about 6 or something?
5:30, 6.
5:30, 6 o'clock. So yeah, my brain's just like, dude, I just want to clock out. Hope they didn't find a shape-shifting alien and all that ice. Oh god, no. I hope not either. Okay, so we should be good here. Go around the back to there. And then we're just gonna go to about there, roughly. I want Undertale meets the Thing, says David. Oh god. Who was the real Sans all along? I gotta take my leave because the pizza rolls came back to life. What? Oh. See you next time, Alvin. Right, so this is just like mocking up that section. Should be fine. I need trees to be like round here now. Because the idea was to like slowly expand on this and see how it would look. And we're getting there. Like the town's looking a little bit better now. I need to put that inside of that tree line, I think, to make it look a little bit more natural. And then that's not looking too bad at the moment. Looking pretty nice. And then the rest of this is going to kind of be a little bit more open until it runs into waterfall there. I'm just going to make sure it actually connects properly. I got a lot myself yesterday. Did a 35-hour art design. I've been burned out as well. I feel you. It's like we needed to get up extra early just because I needed to drive somewhere really early in the morning. And it's like I wanted to beat traffic. And I had Rachel in the car at the same time as well. So it was rough. Making something Undertale related is always playing with fire, especially if it gets popular. There'll be those people that nitpick everything, says the Game Glitcher. Indeed. Indeed, there will. There will be those people that just like nitpick absolutely everything to pieces. But I'm hoping that people will just enjoy it for what it is, you know. That's like the second time somebody's brought that up as well. I'm getting kind of freaked out now by that. I can understand people just being, you know, like, worried for me. At the same time, it's got me like, whoa, what? So like I said before, I'm only doing this because, like, I really like the game and everything, so... But I can understand people nitpicking. The Undertale fandom is famous for being over small stuff. Oh no. That's not what I want. Maybe like some things that'll become a cult classic. Again, I'm just hoping people enjoy this, you know, I'm not out for doing anything else other than doing it out of sheer enjoyment. Let's... that one, I think? Yeah. Right, if I take that and just go file, delete, face there, so I've still got this one. Then we can put that stuff there. "90% of the fandom is fine, but then you have those people that literally bully you off Reddit for daring to say that Frisk and Car is anything other than..." Yeah, I haven't seen too much pushback, if any, so I'm kind of okay with that at the moment. It's just the whole thing of, again, it's just, I enjoyed the game, so I just wanted to create an animation about it. You know, I'm hoping that it will just be that and nothing more. So check out this cool animation I did. Enjoy. Have fun. I hope you've enjoyed the game. You know, kind of thing. Ooh. Let's just do this. Like, the amount of work I put in through these streams as well, it's like, I'd hate to all of a sudden have people just be, like, really mean for the sake of being mean, you know, it's just not on. Ooh. Grillbeast has a tree clipping through it there. Okay. Didn't know the first thing about 3D modeling, so I'm like looking at a wireframe and be like, yep, looks like Snowdin. That's fair, that's fair. There will always be people who take their likes to the next level. Personally, I would hear them out, but not let their opinions sway your vision. Yeah. That's fair. Like, this is looking okay at the moment in terms of, like, 3D. Like, getting just the town set up and then going from there is looking okay. I can put the sign there. We got that. We can actually see the buildings in the background now, which doesn't look too bad. I need to maybe bring those trees around here a little bit and then have the waterfall over here. And then we got Ice Wolf Spit that I need to fill in there. And then all I need to really do is, like, expand down here and we got it. This is looking like Chef's Kiss. I just need to make sure that all of this together doesn't look too bad. Like, Ice Wolf Spit has a little bit more space in it, so if I put it like there. Oh no, I'm not doing a genocide version. Like, the true pacifist one has already taken me long enough, so it's like I'm not gonna bother with a genocide route, which I know upsets a lot of people when I mention that, but it's like, it's I 2 years on a true pacifist route is already enough for me. Let's do that. We'll see when your animation gets 1 million views and people start demanding it in the comments. Oh no, I've already said, like, that's it. Like, because people were already, before I even did anything else, were like, dude, you know you should do Deltarune as well? And I'm like, I have a family. I'm on my way to retirement, yeah, so it's not as if I'm gonna do anything else after this. Like, even with views, it'll just be like, nah, I'm out. I've already basically said, like, it's this and then bust. I think that was, like, one of the announcements I made really early on, where it was just like, yeah, I'm gonna announce after this, it's this and then nothing. You know. Yeah, I'm announcing my retirement before I've even finished the project. I suppose that was wise of me, just in case. Your life is our life now. We want model slave. I'm too old for this, Dave. Yeah. Like, literally on the way to retirement, no joke, so. This is like my last big thing before I just call it, so. Let's take, because I think that's fine now. I think that looks fine in terms of, like, the actual town itself and the layout, because, like, we've got a nice tree line, right? You can see everything. The layout is familiar while being slightly changed just to make it look a little bit cozy. At least the inn and the shop is over here, so it kind of gives it a little bit more variety of sorts, and then the rest of it is the same. And then all I need to do is, like, have the tree line go into waterfall here, and then I just need to build up everything else around it. Then I take your models and make a game with it. Depends on if I even give them out, you know. Be funny if Undertale hires you. I don't want that. I just want to complete my animation and then just, you know, just chill. Right, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the, I'm going to be cheeky and take the waterfall from the beginning. Bask in the glory of your work. Oh, it's going to be so nice when it's done. Like, seriously, at this point, it's like a mad dash to get this all done, because, oh, what was it? Like, the last week, I've been surviving on, like, minimal sleep to get this done. It's so crazy. Like, I've been getting terrible cramp and everything just from, like, trying to get this done with, like, hardly any sleep and then surviving off fast food for the rest of it. Let's see, yep. Oh my god, 15 frames per second. That's because everything's being rendered at the same time. No reason to rush it. No, I just want to get it done as soon as possible, primarily just because it's like, I don't think it's fair on my family. So it's got to be done ASAP. That 15 frames per second, man, it's because it's rendering everything. Oh, no. I'm going to have to split the level in half. Can you actually see the rest of it from there? No, you can't. I'm going to make Snowdin Town its own thing. That way I can save on frames. It'll also be because of the stuff from Waterfall. Average yandere sim frame rate. How many if statements do you want in your code, though? The amount of booleans in that code. Jeez. Or rather, bools in that code. Right, so... Clearly the guy has never heard of a Switch. Yeah, the Android dev clearly did not know about Switches. Or rather, refused to use them because it was easier just using bools. Like, oh no. It's like, I understand it at like the very basic level of coding, where you first get into it and you're like, you know what, I'll just use if statements. The problem with that is if you use if statements for everything, you're automatically just asking for it. It's like, I filled up 90% of my code with if statements. It's like, oh no. No gates, no switches. Just all bools. Omori's code is also in the same category. Oh my god, I don't know about Omori being the same, but... Let's just try and model this roughly about the same way now. Because I can get rid of that. What I need to do here is link all of this up to Waterfall back there, so... Omori has a little bit of leeway because the RPG Maker, and RPG Maker is the worst thing on the planet. Right, I reckon we go about there, right? I love the way that the original really crappy version of the model that I did, like, ages ago is kind of fitting to this just a little bit. Just a little bit. What I need to do here is really just, like, take this and just draw on it. So we go like this. We go. Based off the draw distance, I'm going to need this to be where the waterfall is. And that's going to go downstream there to waterfall. And then this is just going to go out and go around here somewhere. It's going to be like really, really messed up in terms of like a drawing, but... Did I put a box down here or something? I hope I did not. Add mesh cube. Where did that cube go? Make sure I didn't put another one there beforehand. Mesh cube. Put that there. At least now I know I can delete like half of this and get my frames back. So I can split the entire level in two rather than just have it as one thing. Even though it's nice having it as one thing, it's like, dude, that's not gonna be good. Okay. I need enough room for sands there at the end. We'll just move everything back just a tiny bit more. So then what I can do is I can do the little bit at the front. I just noticed there's a tree going through Papyrus and Sans' house there. It's okay. It's all good. It's no big deal. As if anyone's staying in the house at all. Alright. And just push that back. Push that here. It's a pain when I have splitting. I have to copy something from an entirely new platform to a new page mapping, so worry about it lining up. Yeah, it's a bit crazy. Like, the thing is, I'm trying to split this up as well into, like, multiple platforms. Like, 1, 2, 3. So, you know, the reason for that is just for some verticality. So, like, for instance here, we got this, and this is literally just going to be... The Tin Pot user says, I just joined. Hello. Welcome. If anyone needs me to play the videos again that explain the project, please tell me. Let's do scale. Hopefully Asriel at the bottom of the stream will tell you exactly what's going on, but if not, then I've always got time. Did someone say trailer? Yeah, I'll grab the other one, not the really old one. I'll grab the other nicer video. I love the way that that YouTube's just started recommending this to people now. It's like, oh, thanks YouTube. Oh, let's see. There we go. Let's just... I'm just gonna set this up. Just like pause Spotify for a moment. Take Asriel. And then do this, and then we just... Bam? Okay, right. I low-key thought this was one of those mini-movies where you do other vids to progress it. Oh, no. This is a full-on project that I've got going. Check it out. This is Immersiontale, a full 3D animated movie of Undertale's true pacifist run, featuring a little bit of an AU twist. I've been working on this project for a little over a year at this point, mapping out all of the underground in 3D down to its smallest details and slowly getting actors to fill the roles. Here's a quick peek at what it all looks like so far.
Ow! I'm alive? I'm alive!
Idiot! In this world, it's kill or be killed!
Yo, you're a kid too, right? I can tell because you're wearing a striped shirt.
Everyone is always laughing and cracking jokes, trying to forget our modern crises.
Did you hear what they just said? Ray said a human wearing a striped shirt will come through. I heard that they hate spiders.
Hi, I'm Tammy, and this my friend, Tammy.
You're about to face the greatest challenge of your entire journey. Your actions here will determine the fate of the entire world. If you refuse to fight, Asgore will take your soul and destroy humanity. But if you kill Asgore and go home, monsters will remain trapped underground. What will you do? Well, if I were you, I would have thrown in the towel by now.
So yeah. Fun times. Oh, so back to Snowdin. What I've been doing is a lot of that was like old content. Apart from like Waterfall and the ruins and New Home. A lot of the other stuff I've like been doing over the course of this year. And getting new characters and stuff. So Moody, I have a feeling you might be making chapters for how big you did the artwork on the platform. Oh yeah, I feel like it's going to be split up a bit. Sorry for not addressing that before. Classic. Crazy to see the jump in quality. It's going to be nuts when I show off like the actual comparison video because I want to redo the original trailer with the new assets and stuff. That will really be the biggest sort of like show of quality jumping. You better render this in sexy 4K. YouTube's compression would butcher it either way. Oh. Like YouTube's compression is just gonna butcher everything. That's the worst bit about all of it. Like no matter how much detail I put in. Has to be 8K. But yeah, in terms of like Frisk's voice actress as well, it just reminds me of like Pomni from Digital Circus. Oop. There we go. Let's do 6 cuts on this. Okay, there we go. Let's sub-D this. But yeah, I can't wait. Maybe I should actually do that way instead. That way. One across like that. Since Undertale isn't licensed, you could probably show this stuff on Netflix if you really wanted to. I'm having issues typing lately because my hand having the shakes from my job. Oh, hope that gets better. I'm just gonna noise modify this to heck and back because it's just a lot easier, and then I can like mess around with other stuff. Randomize verts. Yeah. Let's see how that's come out. Oh, it's not too bad. If I just do that, apply that, and then do another noise pass on it. And also take this and just go. That always works for the top. I don't know why the material likes that, but okay. So then what I can do here is mess around with some of these verts and faces. We can just pull them out a little bit. There we go. And then oh, my poor daughter. Daughter's woken up and she's just crying a bit now, so my wife's just seeing to her in the background if you can hear any crying. Thank you, I'd just like to retire one day soon. Probably for the better, you know, because you don't want, like, permanent hand injuries. Like, obviously no offense intended, but it's like, I'm just thinking about the hands, because of, like, when, like, all the hand injuries that I've had, they're just real nasty. I wouldn't wish them on anybody in terms of, like, them having to deal with them, so it's just like, yeah, just take it easy. And hope that everything gets better, you know. Like, hand injuries are by far the worst. You don't think anything of them, you're just like, oh, it's just my hands, and then next moment you're like, oh, I can't do anything with my hands. Oh, that sucks. You know. It's the worst thing ever where you just take stuff like that for granted, and the next moment you just can't do anything, and it sucks so much. Damon. Yeah, no, if you've not, like, experienced one of those injuries in your hands, it's like the best way to describe it is just imagine not being able to use your hands at all, ever. For like a year or something. It just gets really annoying and depressing. It's like, dude, seriously? That doesn't look too bad. Imagine like a week after this comes out, making a stream called Making the Genocide Route. No. As like I was mentioning before, I'm not doing a genocide route. Just primarily because it's already taken like that long to do a true pacifist. It's definitely not happening. I know people have said like, oh, but what about the views? It's like, yeah, nah. I literally have already announced my retirement like immediately after I'm done with this, so I love the way it's literally turning into sort of like a bet thing of like, oh, I bet you'll do it. It's like, no. No, not happening. Dave's already working hard enough. He'd lose his marbles if he tried that. Yeah, the thing is like, I'm already working hard enough trying to get this to the point where all I have to do is animate. Plus, I've already said out of principle I wouldn't do a genocide route anyway. Like, one, it's not fair on my family. Two, I just wouldn't do a genocide route. Even if people asked me to. Just cause it's mainly because of the way the story's structured as well. It just wouldn't lend itself to a genocide route. But it's... The problem is I can't really say much about that without it giving spoilers. So it's like... I've basically just got to be like, yeah, that's not happening. That's it. Oh. Let's try 4. I like the way some of this looks. I'm just not going to go too crazy with it. That doesn't look too bad. And then we'll take that and just go. I'm putting 100 down. Place your bets. Oh. It was like during development, people were asking me to do Deltarune as well. I'm like, I've not even got halfway through production of this, and they were just like, so anyway, Deltarune, when are you doing Deltarune? I'm just like, you've not even seen whether my attempt is good or not at this, you know. That's another actual good point, is like, everybody's already getting super hyped about this, and I've not even, like, shown off what the animation's gonna be like properly or anything, so it could be like the most terrible thing ever, and people are already just like, nah, it's cool, man. It's cool, just get it launched. You know, just release it. It's like, I'd be a little bit more cautious. Let's just mark that scene. And then take that, make that snow. Select all of the rock face, and then unwrap that. And then we'll go from there. If everything doesn't crash. Let's see, imagine there's Undertale Yellow reference with boards under the wrong label. I have got a couple of yellow references in here already. Amongst other things. What about Gaster? It's wild, but I don't envy you. I feel the same with my RPG game I've been working on for like 20 years. It's a lot of hard work making this stuff Sis Classic. It's nuts. Like, don't even get me started on the sessions of how do you think this will look like in 3D, you know, because my whole idea was to try and ask everybody and get like a middle ground sort of idea opinion-wise and then go from there. Again, the funniest one is where I ask something like that and people go, I don't know, what do you think? It's like, oh, come on! I was asking for ideas! You can make Undertale green. You know that's a legit thing. Like, since Yellow came out, or rather, it seems like since Yellow came out, there's just a lot of coloured entries to Undertale now. Yeah. Which is interesting. So there was red, there was yellow, then there's red and yellow. That's definitely out. I know there's red on its own. I think, at least. And there was green? I'm trying to remember. It's basically turning into Pokemon at this point. I won't be surprised if there's like a crystal version or something. Trying to get this texture matching up here a little bit. Let's do that though. Oh, let's just see about this. About 60? Yeah, 60 will do. Undertale Green is real. Yes. If I remember rightly, at least. Hang on, give me a sec. I mean, I'm putting 20 down so he makes an AU of this. The thing is, potentially, I talked about this with someone before, it potentially opens the whole prospect of multiple different AUs and stuff from it. It's just crazy. Yeah, there we go. Undertale Green is actually a thing. You can find it on Game Jolt. The 2.1.1 build was over 5 years old. Did they have a most recent update? I swear there was like another update of it recently. Yeah, progress report from 4 days ago. Chapter 1 is very close to being done in terms of complete writing. Interesting. Immersion. Hey, Rainy. Yeah? Oh, you want to borrow me for a moment? Yeah, just a sec. Give me a sec, guys. Hi everyone. Sorry for the little bit of a vanishing act. I have a little bit of a emergency on my end, so I'm going to have to stop the stream. So yeah, sorry about that. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Thank you very much. I enjoyed your company, and I'll see you next time. Bye.